I've been waiting by this door for about 5 months. It's supposed to be coming today. It finally arrived. Can you believe it? I can't even really remember what it is, but let's get it open. You know what's weird here? This is from China and the parcel tape is clear. It's usually yellow. Wow. Most bubble wrap in the world. But here it is. Cool. I don't know why that seems like a smaller box now. So yeah, how many months in the waiting? I don't know, 317 months since I ordered it, something like that. But here it is. The box obviously is in perfect condition, but we can't complain too much really. It's come from China. If I'd come from China, I reckon I'd be pretty squashed by now. Now, I think I ordered the red one, but it also comes in the sort of beigey colour that's almost synonymous with these sort of Toyotas. Right, so it is 1/12 scale. It's fully licensed, which is pretty cool from MN. So we don't need to have any defeners or anything like that, as we've had in the past. So what's in the box? Well, we've got this manual, glossy, incredible. Looks fairly straightforward stuff, all the basics. Don't drive the car into water. Where to put the extra bits and bobs on, where to put stickers if you want the stickers, and well, that's it really. If you've ever had an LC car before, that is not going to do a lot for you, but if you've not, grand. Right, in this nice little MN branded bag. Feels like a biodegradable bag, so that's cool. Can I open it to reuse it? Just about. Let's have a look what's in here. We've got the aforementioned sticker sheet in that red. So I'm not sure that is going to work with the red car. We've got a snorkel, some transparent pieces, so lights, and there's mirrors in there as well, and the snorkel top. And something else, we've got some chrome pieces, chrome Toyota badge. Not sure what else there is there. We'll figure those out. Door handles, but those are nice, really nicely chromed. USB charger for the battery. We've got an MN card, don't know what that's for. Can't read Chinese. And then some other moulded parts, the door mirrors, catches for on the bed, or the back door, don't know what you'd call that, tailgate, and some vent covers, I think. And then the main event, in this lovely packaging. But it's keeping it safe. We've got transmitter. Let's have a look at the transmitter first. So that is, it's a bit like the one that you got with the MN999. but perhaps not quite. It's still got this awkward shape on the back, so that it's, for me, it's okay for single-handed use, but if I want to try to use this lovely thing they've added for single-hand steering, if I want to use that, this gets in the way of my thumb. So that is, well, it's designers or engineers or whoever that aren't putting their thinking together. They're having one idea and they're having another idea and they're not connecting those ideas. So that doesn't work. It just doesn't work. But on here we've got power switch, obviously, throttle rate, that's a button. We've got two dummy buttons here, which is a bit weird, don't know why. Throttle rate button, a light SW button, steering trim, and then a dummy for ESP. So presumably that's for some other model. And now the car itself in another of these bags, which is quite nice. And if I can get it out, here it is. Now, I thought that I had read that this, I've worn the wrong colour jumper, haven't I? I'm like blending in. I thought I had read that this was a die-cast body, but, oh okay, so the front, the cab section is die-cast from the feel of it. It feels cold, but the bed is plastic, ABS I guess. But you know, straight away I'm thinking this looks really nice. It's nice. The only issue straight away that I see on the moulding, you can see there's a little recess there in the middle of the roof, which is a bit of a shame, because other than that, this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. It really does. It's got tiny little wheels. I'm going to try and measure those for you. So these wheels are 35mm, thereabouts, 35mm, 36mm wheels. The tyres, they are 62, yeah, I'd say 62mm diameter tyres, and that's by 23mm wide, so pretty small. Have a quick look around. The mouldings on that grille, I mean, we've still got to stick the Toyota badge in there, but all this, I mean, it's very, very nice, I have to say. I've got a scratch on my windscreen, which is a shame, a real shame. But overall, that's a lovely little thing. We've got spaces there to put our, well, put the fog lights in there, put the fog light lenses in there. Looks like there are holes there to put LEDs in, if you should so wish. Does the bonnet lift up? Yeah, bonnet lifts up with a battery compartment. The battery itself is a 2-cell lithium-ion battery. It's 500 milliamp hour cell, so that's actually I've got another one sitting right here. This is a shame it's got a different connector. This is from the little WPL that I've just opened. or just upgraded that Suzuki. So similar size cell, slightly bigger capacity, but it's, you know, I think it's quite nice with these MNs how you do get them. So you put the battery under the bonnet. It's a nice little thing, nice little feature, and it keeps that extra bit of weight further forward. The mouldings inside seem very, very nice as well. I don't know how well you can see in there, but they do appear to be quite nice. We've got a single and a double seat in there, nicely moulded dash, good steering wheel, it doesn't turn. Not got a problem with that because it probably means it's a bit more solid, so if you want to squeeze a figure in there, it will stay in place a little bit better than one that tends to turn round. Drop tailgate on there, that's quite nice. I wonder how well that will last. So I'm just going to pull the sides apart a bit to ease that in. It's got the Toyota moulding in there, it's got lovely features. Here's a detail I particularly like. You can see in there, you can see where the fuel pipe goes through the corner of the bed. That would have been very easy to miss out, but a lovely detail that's been added. Tyres feel pretty hard. They really do feel quite hard, and because they're so small, I don't know how easy it's going to be to get any sort of replacement for these. But it's nice to see that they are going for scale, true scale sort of wheels and tyres dimension wise, and I like that, because the MN99, the wheels and tyres are just ludicrous. They're like balloons, they're absolutely ridiculous. So this is quite a nice break from that. So looking underneath, shocks. Sadly, we've got the same shocks as we had on the MN99, and they're not very good. So they might need something. So we've got 4-link at the front, but with servo on axle. So we shouldn't have the horrible bump steer that we have on the 99. They look like the same sort of pumpkins as on an MN99. Maybe the whole, I think the whole axle is pretty similar, apart from the fact that it's servo on axle. And on the rear we've got leaf springs. Now these, I think they're another leaf spring that give the appearance of having helper springs, but I don't know whether they are, they may actually be helper springs, they may be real helper springs. Very much just bending in one place, that suspension, and it feels quite stiff. It feels like, well, we've got double springs here because we've got coils on the back as well as leaf springs, so that's just weird. So I might try taking those coils off there completely and just leaving the leaf springs alone. We'll see whether that works, I think. It's clearly not hobby grade stuff under here. Plastic everything, absolutely everything in there is plastic apart from those leaf springs. But, you know, when you pay tiny money, you don't expect the best crawler in the world. But just from a visual point of view, this thing is absolutely lovely. I have to say, I'm really impressed. I think it's a very nice looking thing. But yeah, that rear suspension, it's not doing anything. The front doesn't feel so bad. It's got that horrible bounce because there's no shock absorption, but at least it springs a bit, whereas the back has got nothing. But maybe if you're going to fill it with rocks, that'll be okay. I guess we need to put the details on it. Well, I've done those detailing bits. I've put a driver figure in. We've got Michonne from Walking Dead. Lots of trimming required to fit her in there, but she's in. Whether she'll stay, we will see. I have also removed the springs from those rear shocks, so the back is now not so firm, but it has kind of dropped a bit, so it's kind of not quite as good looking from the off. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. I don't know, I might try running it both ways. I think it's going to drive a little bit better like this. It's kind of a bit dead, but it was kind of dead, just highly sprung before. So we'll try it, see how it goes. So there's a battery in. Turn the transmitter on. Turn the car on underneath. There we go, we've got headlights. There are no rear lights, which is kind of a shame. I might have to rig some up because those do look quite splendid now. Nice low speed control, that's good. Seems pretty quick. Decent lock. There is another button on here which is, well, you can turn the lights off. There's a switch for turning the lights off, I think. Oh, I've lost everything now. Strange. When I press the light SW button, we lost everything. Try turning it off and on again. On. Right. Let's try that again. I'll press the light SW button. Okay, it just turned the lights off. So who knows what happened then. So light SW is, I guess, just light switch. There's also a throttle rate button. So normal throttle, how it came, and then your lights flash twice and it gives you a slower rate. Lights flash once. Okay, so it's 2 speeds, which I don't think is a bad feature, to be honest. And I think that second speed, control's gone again. So there's something funny going on here. Don't think it's going to just be batteries. I can't see why that would be the case. They've not been used, but I'll just pop them back in. Check that. Yeah, they've not really been used at all. No, there's something funny going on. See, switch it off and on again and it's back. So I will hopefully figure out what that's about, but I suspect I'll have no idea. But the only thing left to do with it now is to take it out on a trail and, well, give it a little run. So stay tuned to RC Pi. We will post up some running videos of it very soon. Subscribe if you haven't, please, and leave me a comment, and we will see you soon. Happy trailing.